Look at your pet right now. Really look. That moment when they rest their head on your lap or stare into your eyes like you're the only thing in the world. Do you feel it? That pull in your chest. That sudden, almost overwhelming surge of love that makes you want to hold them tighter. We call them pets, but for millions of us, they're so much more. They're confidants, soulmates, family. Some people roll their eyes at that. They say it's projection, sentimentality, even childish. But it's not. There's a profound psychological system behind why some of us form bonds with animals that feel deeper than many human relationships. And once you understand it, you stop apologizing for it. Today, we're going to explore why certain people experience this deep emotional bonding with pets, why it's actually a sign of emotional depth and resilience, and why these connections can become the most healing relationships of our lives. Let's start with the foundation. The brain doesn't lie. The oxytocin loop. When you lock eyes with your dog or cat, something measurable happens in your brain. Oxytocin, the same hormone that floods a mother's system when she gazes at her newborn, surges in both you and your pet. Studies using fMRI scans show that when owners look at pictures of their own dogs, the reward and attachment centers light up in patterns nearly identical to parental love. But here's what's fascinating. Not everyone experiences this to the same intensity. People who form deep bonds with pets tend to have highly sensitive oxytocin responses. Their brains release more, feel it more deeply, and crave that loop again and again. This isn't weakness. It's emotional capacity. You're wired to connect profoundly, and your pet is the safest place to pour it. The forever safe attachment. Let's talk attachment theory. In human relationships, deep bonding is risky. People change, they judge, they leave. They develop their own needs that might not include you. The pets offer something rare, a secure attachment that never matures into insecurity. They don't grow up and pull away. They don't learn to criticize or withhold affection. Their love stays simple, consistent, unconditional. For people with anxious or fearful attachment styles, often shaped by early inconsistency or loss, this stability is medicine. Your pet becomes the first relationship where you can fully relax into being loved without waiting for the other shoe to drop. Psychologists call this a corrective emotional experience. You're rewiring your nervous system, one gentle head nudge at a time. The empathy advantage. People who bond deeply with animals almost always score higher on empathy measures. Not just cognitive empathy, understanding feelings, but affective empathy, actually feeling with others. This heightened sensitivity makes human relationships intense and sometimes painful. You absorb moods, you overgive, you anticipate rejection. Animals offer a cleaner channel for that empathy. Their emotions are pure, honest, no hidden agendas, no mixed signals. When your cat curls up on your chest during a bad day, they're not performing, they're responding. And your empathic brain drinks it in like water after a drought. You feel seen in a way humans rarely manage. The mirror neurons outwork. There's a neurological reason this feels so deep. Mirror neurons fire when we observe emotion in others. In highly empathic people, these networks are hyperactive. When your dog wags their tail in pure joy at seeing you, your mirror neurons echo that joy back. You don't just observe happiness, you become it. The same happens with their fear, their calm, their trust. You're literally co-regulating in real time. Few humans allow this level of emotional transparency. Pets do it without thinking. The trauma healer. Now let's go deeper into the wounds. Many who form profound bonds with pets have experienced early betrayal or neglect. Perhaps love felt conditional growing up. Perhaps closeness led to abandonment. Animals become the first beings who love you exactly as you are. Flaws, moods, silences, and all. Every time they choose to stay near you, they're quietly proving, you are safe to be yourself with me. This is reparenting in its purest form. You give them the unconditional love you may not have fully received, and in return, they give it back perfected. Psychologists see this often in rescue situations. The act of saving a scared, broken animal and watching them slowly trust again mirrors the healing journey of the owner. You're not just healing them, they're healing the part of you that still believes love must be earned. The introvert soulmate. Deep pet bonding also clusters with introversion. For introverts, human interaction, even positive, can be energetically costly. Pets offer intimacy without depletion. They don't require small talk. They don't drain your social battery. You can be fully present with them in comfortable silence for hours. Many deep bonders describe their pets as the only beings they never feel masked around. No performance, no editing, just raw, quiet presence. In a world that demands constant social output, this relationship becomes sacred refuge. Types of deep bonders. Not all pet owners experience this depth. Let's look at the types who do. Which one are you? The healer. You've known pain, loss, betrayal, loneliness. Your pet didn't just fill a void. They became co-authors of your recovery story. Their love feels like proof the world can still be gentle. The empath. You feel everything deeply, human and animal alike. Your pet is your emotional regulator. When the world overwhelms, their steady heartbeat brings you back to center. The quiet connector. Words aren't your primary language. You communicate through touch, presence, ritual. Your bond lives in the unspoken, the way they wait at the door, the way you know their moods without a sound. The childless parent. You have immense nurturing energy. With no human outlet, or chose not to, your pet receives the full force of parental love, worry, pride, protection, devotion, and they return it without adolescence or distance. The spiritual seeker. You sense souls in animals. You feel chosen by them as much as you chose them. Your bond transcends species. It feels ancient, karmic, sacred. The grief preview. Here's the painful truth. Because we love them so deeply, we grieve them with matching intensity. Disenfranchised grief hits hard. Society often minimizes pet loss. Just a dog. Get another one. But your brain knows better. It's lost its primary attachment figure. The house falls silent. Routines collapse. Yet even this depth of pain is evidence of the bond's authenticity. You don't grieve shallow connections this way. And many deep bonders report that the love outlives the grief, becoming a permanent internal companion. The new definition of family. We're living through a quiet revolution. Family is no longer defined solely by blood or species. It's defined by chosen, daily, soul-level connection. When you bond this deeply with a pet, you're pioneering a more expansive understanding of love and belonging. You're proving that profound attachment doesn't require shared DNA or language, only presence, trust, and time. Final thoughts. So if you're someone who feels your pet on a soul-deep level, who talks to them like they understand everything, who restructures your life around their needs, who cries at the thought of losing them years in advance, don't shrink it. Don't explain it away. You're not too much. You're not immature or avoiding human connection. You're a person with rare emotional bandwidth who found a being capable of receiving it fully. You've built a relationship free of pretense, where love flows both ways without transaction. In a world that often makes deep connection risky, you chose to love wide open anyway, and they chose you back. Every day, with every greeting at the door, every curl against your side at night. That's not sentimentality. That's emotional bravery. So keep talking to them in that voice. Keep celebrating their birthdays. Keep letting them sleep on your pillow. Because some of the purest love you'll ever give or receive comes wrapped in fur, feathers, or scales from a soul that never learned to hide its heart. And if you made it this far, and you know exactly what this feels like, that quiet, massive love that lives in your home, hit that like button. Let's show the world how many of us have found family in a different species. And if you want more understanding of the hidden layers of human emotion, subscribe. And remember, love isn't measured by how long someone stays or whether they can speak your language. It's measured by how fully they see you and choose you anyway, every single day.